7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get 300. Get 300. 51.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out, and it's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
26.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers, the connection made. It's Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Panthers will get the football back. On 1st down, it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 30 big ones. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 82 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. He's going to look deep for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down near the 5. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room? What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 78 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Let's go, let's go.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No, I can't have it now. I don't fucking want it. Why would you do that? That's ignorant. That's stealing.
Let it in. 18.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 51. Hey, box drop.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual.
And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Ready? Check. Mike 42. And let's hit the mirror.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you get... He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 85 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Smooth. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready? Ready? 22. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To throw is Rodgers. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, that they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. He's back to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 4-2, Mike.
Now Newton. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
No.
some product. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Die from laughter. When they come to handle, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Better kill it and did it. About it, no sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. Ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do